Dudes, there was a huge change to aim assist. I honestly think I'm onto the new AIMBOT right now, and we're all the way back to the start. So for those wondering what in the world is Upshall talking about, I'm back on Exponential, and I have reason to believe it's actually better than linear aim now. So for a long time, I was on linear, about half a year. It felt really, really good, but they made a huge change to the new version of aim assist that I think puts Exponential back on top. I'm not gonna lie. So what that is it was leaked that the aim assist got nerfed. The inner strength of hipfire got nerfed from 0.6 to 0.45. The outer strength got nerfed from 0.5 to 0.38. The inner strength of the aiming down sight, so while you're actually aimed in, it got nerfed from 0.7 to 0.52, and the outer strength of being aimed down sight got nerfed from 0.4 to 0.3. What does all this mean? Basically, it's just the relative strength of the aim assist, so the amount that the aim assist will follow the player for you and be slowed down while you're aiming at your target. So here's the thing, if we compare how linear works in comparison to Exponential, if we go down to linear and we turn it on, basically the way linear works is it takes raw input from your joystick, but because of that, you get much, much flickier aim. But when you were aiming at a target before on linear, you used to get a lot more slowdown. Now you don't get near as much slowdown as you used to with the new aim assist system because they nerfed it. So with linear, what can happen is you can often overflick and it makes it more difficult to track your target. Here's the thing, with exponential settings, it adds a built-in slowdown. So basically the way exponential works, it's no longer raw aiming input. When you input an exponential, it starts slow and then it dials up. So you start moving slowly and then you accelerate pretty quickly, but there's still a slight delay. Because with exponential, by moving your joystick just a little tiny bit, you already get like a little bit of the ability to micro adjust. You no longer need as much slowdown. So for teasing your shots in close quarters, it's much, much easier. And for tracking players as they're moving, it's much, much easier on linear. The reason this was not the case before is the aim assist again was almost too strong for exponential. So if you try to scope onto a person or track a moving player, because you have so much slowdown, your reticle would almost lag behind the player you were trying to track. No longer the case. Basically, the way they tweaked aim assist was perfecting it for exponential, and honestly, man, it feels so good. Now, that being said, I don't know if you should necessarily switch to exponential. I will be moving back to exponential on these new settings because honestly, if you couldn't tell from the clip at the start of this video, my aim feels so much better after this change while playing on exponential settings. It's absolutely absurd. My builds are not quite as consistent. I will be having to practice that because linear does give you a little bit, again, because it's raw input on your joystick, it gives you a little bit more of a fluid feeling when you're building, and a lot of people think their builds are faster. That's up to you to decide. Me personally, I think aim is a huge component of this game, and I think that with this change in aim assist, exponential being stronger makes me want to use it. And if I do sacrifice a little bit of building speed, I think it's honestly worth it in exchange for getting improved aim. Now, honestly, with a bunch of testing, I don't think that being on exponential requires you to change your settings that much, but I did up my exponential settings, just the slightest. So before on linear, I was on 40% and 40%. On exponential, I again bumped it up to like 43% and 45%. It doesn't need to be a drastic change, but you probably are going to want to raise your sensitivity just a touch. I also raised my look horizontal speed. It was at 13% on linear. I raised it up to 20%. Just because aiming down sight, again, because you can tweak your stick a little bit on Expo, you can also deal with increased speed. So those are my settings, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We got some banger gameplay on Expo. Watch it and let me know in the comments if you think my aim has improved, because I personally feel like my aim is 10 times better with this new version of aim assist in the game, and I'm stoked for Season 3, man. Just bring it on, Epic. Let's go. Later, bud. So my shots from at deep are so much better right now on Expo, man. It's unbelievable. Challenging for height right now when we got 3 kids posted up like this is not the move, I think. What's up, brother? Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Bro, these kids, man, they're coming out of everywhere, man. Nice. Come on, dude. This guy's got the grappler. The thing is, we could take a fight with him, but if I do, he's just going to be constantly taking height back with his grappler. So it's going to be a big map burn if we take that fight right now. Screw it. Yowza! Now, where's our buddy? You've got to be kidding me. What the frick? What the frick? What the frick? What the frick are you doing? What the frick? What the frick? What the frick? Later, bud. What was that guy doing? That's actually a master strat right there, man. Sky basing with the boom bow, dude. Hi. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Boom, baby. Let's go, man. The Nosk. The Nosk to get the dub. Let's go, dude. See over under, he's got a better shotgun on him. fact he's got a purple tack on him, dude, or purple pump on him, stinks for me. Gonna be honest. Nice. Nice play. Let's go, baby! What a sweaty little fight, man. He had the mythic scar and the gold pump, too. Damn, GG. Really had to bring the tempo up to win that fight there. Woo! Let's go. What the frick? Let's go, baby! What a fight, dude. Nice plays, man. Man, hear that purple tack? Spooky. Spooky.